You need to watch this if you struggle with understanding the Indian freedom struggle. The Indian freedom struggle was a long and difficult journey. It was a fight for independence from British rule. For many years, the people of India suffered under unfair laws and policies. They wanted the freedom to govern themselves. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel emerged. These leaders inspired millions of Indians to join the movement. It was a fight for justice, equality, and the right to self-determination. The Indian National Congress, or INC, became the main platform for demanding independence. The INC was formed in 1885. It started as a moderate organization. They believed in appealing to the British sense of justice. However, the early 1900s saw the rise of a new generation. These leaders believed in taking a more assertive stance against British rule. In 1907, a significant event took place within the Indian National Congress. The Congress split into two factions, the moderates and the extremists. This division, known as the Surat Split, took place at the INC's annual session held in Surat. The moderates, led by Gopal Krishna Gokhale, believed in gradual reform and dialogue with the British. They wanted to achieve independence through constitutional means. The extremists, on the other hand, demanded complete independence and were ready to use assertive methods. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal, famously known as Lal Bal Pal, spearheaded this faction. They advocated for Swaraj, or self-rule. They believed in achieving it through passive resistance and boycotting British goods. This division within the Congress reflected the growing impatience among Indians for self-governance. The early 20th century saw a surge in revolutionary activities across India. Young Indians, frustrated with the slow pace of progress, took to more radical methods. They formed secret societies, published revolutionary literature, and even resorted to armed struggle. One such incident was the Alipore bomb case of 1908. A group of revolutionaries, led by Aurobindo Ghosh and his brother Baran Ghosh, attempted to assassinate a British official in Calcutta. Another daring act was the Kakori train robbery of 1925. Revolutionaries, including Ram Prasad Bismil and Ashfaqullah Khan, looted a train carrying government treasury money. These incidents, though few and far between, reflected the growing discontent and the willingness of some to fight for freedom by any means necessary. They inspired awe and fear, further fueling the fire for independence. In 1915, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, fondly known as Mahatma Gandhi, returned to India from South Africa. Gandhiji, as he was respectfully called, brought with him a unique philosophy of non-violent resistance, satyagraha. He believed in fighting injustice through peaceful civil disobedience, non-cooperation, and passive resistance. His message resonated with millions of Indians, cutting across religious and social barriers. Gandhi's leadership was instrumental in mobilizing the Indian masses. He led several significant movements, including the Champaran Satyagraha in 1917 and the Kheda Satyagraha in 1918. These movements, focused on farmers' rights and against oppressive taxes, showcased the power of peaceful resistance. Gandhi's message of non-violence and unity became the guiding principle of India's freedom struggle. Section 5. Simon Go Back, India's Cry for Self-Rule. In 1927, the British government appointed the Simon Commission to propose constitutional reforms in India. The commission, however, did not include a single Indian member, sparking outrage across the country. The slogan "Simon Go Back" echoed throughout India, reflecting the resentment against British arrogance. The protests against the Simon Commission witnessed widespread participation, uniting Indians from all walks of life. Tragically, during a protest in Lahore in 1928, Lala Lajpat Rai, a prominent freedom fighter, was severely injured in a police lathi charge and later succumbed to his injuries. His death further fueled the fire for independence. In December 1929, under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian National Congress declared Purna Swaraj, or complete independence, as its ultimate goal. Section 6. The Salt Satyagraha, a Pinch of Defiance. In 1930, Mahatma Gandhi launched the Salt Satyagraha, one of the most significant movements in India's freedom struggle. The British government had imposed a salt tax, making it illegal for Indians to produce or sell salt, even though it was an essential commodity. Gandhi and his followers embarked on a 240-mile march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, a coastal village in Gujarat. On April 6, 1930, Gandhiji broke the salt law by picking up a handful of salt from the seashore. This simple act of defiance sparked a nationwide movement. Millions of Indians joined the movement, making their own salt and boycotting British goods. The Salt Satyagraha shook the foundations of British rule, showcasing the power of non-violent resistance to the world. Section 7. Netaji's Call, the Roar of the Forward Bloc. While Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence dominated the Indian freedom struggle, some leaders believed in a more assertive approach, especially in the face of growing fascism in Europe. One such leader was Subhas Chandra Bose, fondly called Netaji. A charismatic and popular figure, Bose was a staunch advocate for complete independence and believed in achieving it through active resistance. In 1939, Bose formed the Forward Bloc, a faction within the Congress that advocated for a more aggressive strategy. During World War II, Bose sought support from Axis powers like Germany and Japan, forming the Indian National Army, INA, with Indian prisoners of war. Though the INA's efforts were ultimately unsuccessful, Bose's actions and the sacrifices of INA soldiers inspired a generation of Indians. Section 8. Quit India, the final push for freedom. As World War II raged on, Gandhi launched the Quit India movement in August 1942. With the slogan, "Do or Die," Gandhi called for the immediate withdrawal of British rule from India. The movement witnessed unprecedented mass participation, with people from all sections of society joining the call for freedom. The British responded with a heavy hand, arresting thousands of Congress leaders, including Gandhi and Nehru. Despite the crackdown, the Quit India movement ignited the final flame of resistance. It made it clear that British rule in India was coming to an end. The movement also exposed the brutality of colonial rule and further strengthened the resolve of the Indian people. Section 9. A bittersweet victory, independence and partition. The end of World War II brought with it the end of British rule in India, but not without a heavy price. On August 15, 1947, India attained its long-cherished independence. However, the joy of freedom was overshadowed by the pain of partition. British India was divided into two independent nations, India and Pakistan. The partition led to one of the largest mass migrations in human history, with millions of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs displaced, and countless lives lost in communal violence. The partition remains a painful reminder of the complexities of freedom and the human cost of division. Section 10. The Legacy of Freedom, a Nation Forged in Struggle. The Indian freedom struggle was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Indian people. It was a fight marked by sacrifices, courage, and an unwavering belief in the power of unity and truth. Leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, Patel, Bose, and countless others dedicated their lives to freeing India from the shackles of colonialism. The legacy of the freedom struggle continues to inspire generations of Indians. It reminds us of the values of democracy, secularism, and social justice that form the bedrock of modern India. The struggle for freedom was not just about political independence. It was a fight for a just and equitable society, a fight that continues to this day. Section 11. Learn, remember, share, keeping the spirit alive. The Indian freedom struggle is a story that needs to be told and retold. It is a story of courage, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of freedom. As inheritors of this legacy, it is our responsibility to learn about our past, remember the sacrifices made, and share this inspiring story with future generations. Let us delve deeper into the lives of our freedom fighters, understand their struggles, and appreciate their contributions. Let us carry forward the torch of freedom, ensuring that the sacrifices made were not in vain. The spirit of the Indian freedom struggle continues to burn bright, reminding us that freedom is a precious gift, one that needs to be cherished, protected, and passed on.